Kessel Run here in the Cosmic Collective studio. We're sitting around the campfire right now. First time trying to do this.
It's hot.
We're telling ghost stories. Alex just finished. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So I want to apologize. It's been, we were just talking about this. I think we've been trying to do this podcast, Sky, for a year and a half now?
Yeah, probably a year and a half.
Yeah. And it was just my poor management and everything that we couldn't do it. So my apologies. But since that year and a half is gone, it's been a pretty crazy little bit for you guys. I mean, you've had so would you say about a year and a half ago from there, you've had a Fox show, correct?
Yeah, we've had, we played 2 Fox shows, I think. Yeah. And our third one coming up.
Nice. Yeah, June 29th, right? No, July 29th.
June 29th.
June 29th?
About 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. So, I got that wrong. But
Ooh, great start.
Research, bro.
you should
To be
see.
fair, there was a post put out by the Fox recently, twice, with the wrong dates.
Really?
That might be where you're getting your information.
I'm going to blame them. I'm definitely going to blame them.
It's a
for
good
that.
call.
Yeah.
As long as
But
there's
alright,
someone to
But we
blame.
still love the Fox.
Yeah.
We do.
So, my question is, so I'm a big Star Wars fan. So, obviously, I just had to ask, did you have the name first and then the band? Or did you start the band and then you're like, oh, Kessel Run. That'd be a good dope name.
Yes, absolutely. The name came first.
Did you just hear it and you're like, that's a dope band name?
Yeah. I
It actually came
remember.
out before the movie.
I remember getting a gig
This has
offer.
been in the works for 40 years.
I got a gig offer in August of 2016, and I had the name brewing for a while, and I called up Sky and our friend Kenny, and we just put a band together for it, and yeah, we sort of wanted to start basing our sound off of the idea of that, and then
What do you mean the idea of that? Like,
just that kind of like cosmic outer space kind of feel, and it's since gone off in like 5 different directions that we're really happy about, but yeah, to answer that, the name came first before even the band members.
and so you started just as a,
I actually didn't know that Kessel Run was a Star Wars phrase until one of our second or third shows. A fan member, or not a fan because no one knew who we were, so a crowd member rather said, "Did you guys do it under 12 parsecs?" And I just looked at Kirk. I was like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?"
like, I
And
don't
then
even know what
filled
that
me
is.
in on the whole story, and I was like, "Wow, I've seen all these movies, but yeah, it's kind of a funny."
Were you a
little
big
story.
Star Wars fan growing up?
Oh, absolutely, still am. It's kind of consumed my life. if
You
I'm being
sound so
honest.
sad about that. You're like, please help.
Can you help?
Please?
No, we're fucked.
All right, that's fine.
No, I'm a big Star Wars fan too, so I think we would just kind of be it would just be bad.
Yeah.
Like Steven Tyler and Mick Jagger hanging out. It'd just end up, they'd both still be fucked up.
So it would be sexual.
We can only hope.
So from that,
Logical implication.
so from that start, were you guys at that point like, oh, we should keep doing this, or did it slowly build up? Like, what was the momentum like when you started it?
Yeah, we liked what we were doing so far. We had about 2 or 3 songs that we actually had written, and we'd play hour-and-a-half sets with 3 songs, and we really liked the vibe and the improvisation that came from it. So we just started booking more shows, and the rest is history.
Well, we're done here, I guess. No. But so did you guys have the similar musical ideas going into it and stuff? Because it seems like it was very much your creation in a way from the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And then did you all bring different musical tastes to the venue?
Yeah, I'd say I was lucky to call the guys that I did, because while we all had similar ideas of what we wanted, we all brought different tastes and ability levels to it, and it started to shape itself before we even had much of a say in it, which was kind of a beautiful, organic kind of thing. But yeah, I think it was a really lucky kind of thing that happened, and just really fortunate of the way it's going.
I mean, you guys have been hitting the road hard and gigging as pretty much from when I first started, you guys started, I feel like every other weekend or every week you'd have 2 or 3 shows going right at that point. Did you guys make that a conscious decision, just we got to hit the ground running, or were you just what was that mindset going?
Yeah, we just take the shows that they came at us, trying to book more and more shows, talking with local bands and trying to work with them. I remember, I think it was my birthday party. It was one of, like 2 years ago, we rented out Cosmic Collective and the old Cosmic Collective. And we had like Little Lagrange out, which was like one of my favorite local bands at the time.
Dude, I miss those
And
guys so
I
much.
we had, I think it was Legato, or who was all the other bands that we had? I don't even
We
remember.
had Night Owl.
Oh, Night Owls, and then Two Faces West, actually.
Right.
Yeah. And it was a fun night, and that was like another night of just like kind of like, you know, every show we played, it was just like we ended like that was a lot of fun. Like, let's do it again. Like Crick said earlier, it was like very organic thing how this all created. And what I enjoy about it so much is it wasn't something that we're like, let's form a band, let's do all these shows. It just kind of like we just kept playing show to show and wanting to learn more about music and about each other and everything.
You wanted to learn about each other a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What made each other tick. But yeah, it felt really natural. Every show seemed like another turning point. It's like, all right, well, next up, let's try and get in a theater or something. Or next up, let's try and find a keyboard player because we've had this constant
of the keyboard.
constant search for a solid keyboard player. And we're lucky to have Nolan Kane with us now.
We've had solid
I
keyboard
thought you said
Yeah.
solid.
just a solid.
You
member,
guys
like
had
a
Evan and
specific
Luba,
member.
man.
I
Like,
know.
you're stuck with me.
I guess I meant solid and consistent.
Consistent to be on the gig.
Right. Permanent
Like,
members.
we got our PR director, Berto.
Trying to
what he
keep it
really, what he
PC,
really
y'all.
meant to say was
PC.
PC principal, y'all.
So Nolan, I guess the spotlight's on you now. How have you liked being in the
Oh
band? so
fuck,
far?
I gotta go.
By the way, I'm still not used to you having a shaved head. I know I've said this like 9 times since you've been here.
Yo, like my
Fred Durst, everybody.
my
Does it all
air
end to be-
my airspeed has increased by like 3 times.
But he loads off stage like that.
It's crazy. Yeah, the wig is for sale though. No, man, it's been fun. I never had really been a jam band guy. You know, my background's really different from that, so it's been interesting fitting in with these guys. And it, you know, Alex and I played together a lot for a few years before this, so you know we had that comfort level. But the rest of the guys, it was my first time really doing anything with them. So it was.
And it could be kind of. Sometimes it's daunting when you join a group that is so in tune and in touch with their like jamming.
well, yeah, that
improvisation.
too.
Yeah.
You know, when you're coming in to something that's already kind of been blossoming for a while, it's always a challenge to see how you fit in there. So I hope I'm doing it.
You fit in so nice.
We'll talk to you later, Nolan.
Yeah. Don't bother talking to him. He's gonna be gone. in a
Don't
bit.
bring this. Don't bring this up on
So
the
how has I mean? Because you guys. So if it started as a 3-piece way back then, and then you've added.
Well, it wasn't this. It was our first show we ever played. Actually, was Kirk on drums, me on bass, Nico Sinkoff on keyboard, Derek Miles on guitar, and Kenneth Brizard on guitar. That was the original lineup for Kessel Run.
So how has
Um,
so we changed. We have Bert on guitar.
Right.
Berkeley man right over there. What's up, Bert? We
Yeah,
have
he's been great. Yeah.
he's squat.
Hiding?
I wish you guys could see him right
Oh,
now.
it's like a scared animal.
It's like
It's almost as if he's hiding.
yeah.
I was like in the
Has
woods
it
taking
come
a
out
poop.
yet, or are you still kind of constipated?
But but how has that? Because I mean, changes always and additions and changing with the sound, or with the band, I should say, always kind of can hurt, hinder, can change everything like that. What's that been like for you guys? Because you started with, it sounds like really it's the original cast of characters. It's you, Sky, and you, Kirk back or left.
Yeah, we kind of, when things end up unfortunately not working out with Kenny, and then we had Jared as a guitar player for like a couple shows, and then I had met Bert at Lazy Dog one night, and I was like, man, this kid's awesome. Texted Kirk, and Kirk was like, yeah, let's talk to him, hang out, which was kind of, an intimidating process for Kirk and I, because like it was just him and I all over again, basically. Like we had
What was that? That must have been crazy. Did you ever think like, well, maybe
No,
You
not
never,
really.
never a fleeting
I
thought.
don't. Not with me. I think we were just like, there's
That's
plenty of
awesome.
musicians. Let's figure it out. We're young enough to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and originally my idea was to have a rotating cast, and I soon learned that that's not what I really wanted. We were.
It happened for a long time.
It did. It did happen for a long time.
A lot of bands is like we didn't want. It just turns out it's
It turned
Rotated
from
one too many times.
it's not the everyone orchestra. It's the anyone orchestra.
anyone, please.
Please, somebody.
What do you got? A banjo? Get out here.
Talent optional.
Yeah. It started from kind of like a nihilist, not caring point of view to a sort of scared, please stay kind of attitude. So yeah, we.
I hope you bring that attitude to the stage. Like you like that? Oh, thank Christ!
Please
They're
stay
leaving,
for
they're
one
leaving.
more. Just
Yeah,
one
please.
more.
Hey, if you like this, you can or don't applaud. It's fine. But thanks for. I'm gonna stop talking now. Bye.
The apology tour.
But yeah, we had found Evan Morris for a while, and he seemed to enjoy it a lot, and he stuck around for a while, and then he got a great tech gig
Fucking Silver Sun
offer in
pickups.
California. So after that,
Yeah, is
we
he
were,
with-
after that we were lucky enough to play with Eric Luba for a while, but as the listeners know, he's one of the busiest guys in the state. So we were back at square one again after we had found Bert, of course, on the process of finding a keyboard player, and it just seemed like everyone was too busy. And then this handsome devil Nolan strolled into our lives. But yeah, again, it turned from an attitude of not really worrying about it to, okay, this is something serious, and we want a solid crew that can be here consistently so we can gain some more traction and synergy,
Well, I mean, that's you kind of need to find that balance, if I'm right, like that, like caring, but also still having fun with it. And I think
Right.
that's the hardest part of being is like finding that balance.
Like finding like Nolan, it was like kind of like it's like one day I was like, we all known Nolan. I've known Nolan since I've basically lived here through Lazy Dog and different like the Jam, of course, which is how we.
God bless the
formed.
Lazy Dog. Can we just shout out the Lazy
Yeah,
Dog?
hell
that's,
yeah.
that's
Let's
the
go
Lazy
Where I met
support.
everybody.
Let's go
Basically where
support
this band
Esteban's,
formed.
Lazy Dog, live
what is-
music. All good. But yeah, it was like a no-brainer. I was like, I texted Kirk one day. I was like, yo, I just saw Nolan play keyboard and like forgot that he played keyboard like at the open jam one day. I was like, yo, Nolan's killing it right now. I remember texting him at the jam. I was like, yo, Nolan's killing it right now on the stage. Like, why have we never thought about like inviting him to practice or play with us? Like, we all know him, we all like him. It might be an easy transition. And with Kirk being like, yeah, let's try it out. Texted Nolan, and he was down with the idea, and then it just and here we go. Gave it all for the nookie right here.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't get
You
that,
can
he
take
looks,
that
he looks
cookie.
like he looks like an in-shape Fred Durst, right? No.
Thank you, Charles. Really, that's
Fred
Hey.
Durst was one of my first musical heroes.
Yes, wasn't he
True story.
for all
Are
of
you
us?
serious?
It really
Sorry,
shows
I
in
had
your
Would you
Plein.
plan.
guys?
Hat and
You
all.
guys have an embarrassing? I mean, not say. I mean, yeah, Fred Durst. Is
I
Hey,
love
I'm
the-
glad and proud, baby.
I loved the Backstreet Boys when I was a kid. I wanted it that way.
like you don't still.
I mean, I loved the Backstreet Boys when I was a kid.
Isn't that the weirdest thing? The music that you like listen to when you're growing up, and it's like It's like your formative years as a person and like a musician. You listen to it, you're like, wow, I listen to like terrible music.
I mean,
just
right.
awful. I
well,
should.
I
It's like,
saw
Mom, don't tell
NSYNC
anybody about
live.
that.
You saw NSYNC live?
Fucking live. I was 8 years old.
That's sick.
Sorry, freaking live.
Sorry, we can swear.
It's a family program here. In
My
concert.
first CD I ever bought was the soundtrack to Lost in Space, the movie from like 1996.
Nice.
You sound disturbingly proud of that. You're like,
As
"Yeah,
the butthole servers are on there. Pretty good.
So anyway, back to you guys. But so you guys last time one of the podcasts I did was Alex had just gotten back from your guys' Midwest run. Well, you guys did so for that. And by the way, he was haggard. I felt you could like hear how tired he was. On
I
the-
heard
Oh
it.
yeah.
I
got
heard the
back
interview.
At one
like
point, I think he's just
4:30
like,
in the morning.
But what? So that I mean, you guys got to do St. Patrick's Day in Chicago.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That must have been wild.
Yeah, that was really special. It was the last night of our tour, and we were haggard that night as well. But it was great playing for my hometown friends on a drinking holiday. We were surprised people even showed up because we didn't start till 11 or 11:30. But the energy that night was incredible. I personally think it was one of the best shows we've played. And it's a tiny room, tonic room, which some people, I'm sure, will remember. But yeah, it was really special night.
It was also great having Alex on board playing a consecutive row of shows with us, and I think that was like that run was like we've actually had the same 5 people in the band for like a few shows. And it's like okay, where this might actually be it's not several rehearsals where Kirk and I teaching different people the same music we've been playing like over and over again. It's like okay, like we know this music, we can.
It gave you a chance to develop a little bit, not
right.
just have to keep starting over.
Right.
Was Kearney Nolan's first show?
It's Carney.
Kearney. Was that your first show with us?
And Marshall put me on game to the pronunciation of the Nebraska towns. Was that my first? That was like
I think that was his 3rd or 4th show.
it was like my
Yes.
3rd, I think.
He played
Yeah.
the other
Played
side
Hoadies.
and Hoadies with us, and
before
Mountain
that,
Sun. I think
Mountain Sun was your
his
first
There's
gig, I
just been
think.
so many. I can't It's just.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it was like we had like a few shows together. It was like, well, time to go to other states. Hope we don't kill each other.
That's the hope.
We did it.
We didn't.
I know. Well, I always joke that when we get back, we're like, well, we didn't kill each other. And everyone's like, I was like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's a real achievement. But so, I mean, are you guys having more? Are you going on the road again anytime soon?
We hope so. Hopefully, we can put together a fall or winter tour. I know we can draw well in Chicago again, and right now, I think we're hoping to focus on some mountain shows soon.
Well, I know you guys have that big. You're doing the Mountain Sun thing, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and not really a whole lot we can discuss about that, but it's gonna be an awesome time in September, and it's on my birthday.
Well, and let's not forget you have the Fox in 2 weeks too.
exactly
That's gonna be awesome.
that's gonna be sick.
It's like the Mecca.
June 29th. Yeah,
It's you guys, Legato, Wabacanosset.
that's correct.
That's a
Dance party.
I know that's serious.
I had no idea how to pronounce that, and it just rolled off.
He nailed it. That was right.
Come on, man.
Wabacanosset.
I've been practicing for 4 hours.
No wonder
Yeah, I
you're
like
sweating.
to practice. like to practice a lot too, dude.
One of my first gigs when I moved to Denver last year was with those guys, and I said it a different way every time. I was like, "You guys ready for?" And then they were standing there and they would like look at me because I would think, "Okay, there's no way I can mispronounce it again," and they would just shake their heads every time. It was bad.
Well, I mean, it's their fault. They chose It's hard to do that.
But they got on me specifically because they were like, "Dude, you lived in Massachusetts. It's like a Massachusetts thing," and I get that because like,
Is it?
yeah,
Is that a town?
supposedly. Not like I don't think it's a town, but like that's what they said
Sounds
to
like
me.
Wachusett. Worst ski mountain ever.
And also, I'm not even sure that you're saying it right.
I think I saw like a little promo video of him saying Wabacanosset.
Yeah, I
If I'm
think it's
not Wabacanosset.
It's a good doozy.
To be continued.
I'm pretty sure.
We're gonna have
Anyway,
to,
we're excited to play with them and share the stage
I
with
love
them.
those guys.
Nonetheless,
Shout
they're
out
great
to them.
guys. Gonna put on some awesome dance party music. It's gonna be a fun night.
That's going to be amazing, man. Well, hey, guys, thank you for sitting with me and talking with me and going through all this insanity. Can't wait to hear you guys play on June 29th at the Fox Theater.
Yeah,
Plus
Friday
some other
night.
dates coming up.
Yeah, grab your tickets.
Shout out to
Gr-
the Fox.
Shout out to the Fox and Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's great.
Shout out to air
Z2
conditioning.
has been amazing to us.
Yeah, they've been good. And also shout out to McDevitt Taco Supply for sponsoring us and catering the event for us downstairs. It's gonna be a fun night, and those guys are awesome for helping us out with this.
You guys get catering?
Yeah, we're getting catering. Also, you can go to any of their locations. You can buy a ticket from them, and they'll give you a free taco if you buy a ticket
It's a good deal.
at any location. They have like
Did I
a
see the
cart.
Deal correctly? You buy 2 tickets, you get 2 free beers.
That's
Yes.
also a Fox deal. Yeah,
Double
you buy
deal.
2 tickets, you get 2 free beers
We'll
at the
post
door.
all the links to all that stuff on the website and everything like
You're
that.
basically
Awesome.
losing money if you don't take that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're really just being
It's
a
an
bad person
investment.
to
Your
yourself if you
friends are
don't
gonna
come.
be there, and you're gonna wait till the last second, and you're gonna think, "Well, all right, I'm not gonna be the only one not going," and so then you're gonna end up not getting the deals. So get the deals.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go buy my ticket now. That convinced the shit out of me.
We
Right.
want to get you drunk. Make sure you buy 2 or you won't get the deal.
We want to get you drunk.
It's all about the deal.
Got to go buy 2.
It's a
Get-
podcast, you
get
can't see
you
the
drunk.
hypnotism that just took place. Bert was swinging a little
Pendulous
dongle.
object.
Also,
Pendulous object.
Bert might be doing a trapeze routine. Let's not miss that at the Fox.
Like how you said might, so you're technically
In a
not
thong.
lying. Hey, it couldn't get the wire in time.
He's been practicing. We've
Stevie
watched.
Wonder might be there too.
Yeah.
God, there's a joke I want to make, but
Non-zero
I can't
chance.
say it.
Don't you dare. That
All right.
man is a treasure.
Okay, on that note,
I
before
think I
this
know where
gets
you're going with
offensive,
this.
thank you very much for hanging out, guys.
Thank you, Tyler. This has been
We'll
great.
See you soon.
We'll
Thanks,
see y'all at
Cosmic
the Fox.
Collective.
See you at the Fox.
We're done, Eric.